Well, hello and welcome to a special edition of the Vibrant Good Health Show. This is part three of a series that I have done the last couple of evenings about women leaders, women entrepreneurs, and leaders' health challenges. And so, if you have not caught this series, the first two episodes, you can go back and watch the replay. I am talking tonight about what are we talking about tonight? We're talking about women, women leaders, their health concerns as it relates to emotional health, as it relates to emotional health. So before I get started, please share the broadcast, tag a friend, tag someone you know that is in that category, woman, entrepreneur, leader, that you know could benefit from hearing some information that may help her in her health journey as well as she's on that entrepreneurial journey. So as you share this out, tag a friend or two. I will play a quick commercial and then that'll give me time to also share it out. And when we come back, put in the comments, let me know where you're coming in from so I can shout you out. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started. It's almost the end of the week. I hope that you have had a prosperous one, a productive one this week. Something good has happened unto you. Hi, busy women leaders. I'm talking to you. Are you juggling your family, your business, your career, and your health? Afraid that if just one ball drops to the ground, everything could fall apart because everybody's looking at you. You're stressed and overwhelmed. You're looking for answers, for help that's real help, for solutions. I have Vibrant Life Solutions that can help you. I am Hillary Gooden, the Vibrant Life Coach, author, speaker, lymphologist, and pastor. I empower busy women leaders with strategies to reduce stress and anxiety while increasing energy, clarity of mind, better sleep, better health, and vitality. Oh yeah, and boost your immunity. If you're ready for that, you say, I need that in my life right now. Let's connect. You can reach me at www.hillarygooden.com. You can direct message me on Facebook or LinkedIn at Hillary Gooden. Or else if you would like to get on a free 20-minute strategy call, a clarity call, go to bit.ly/Hillary Gooden. That's bit.ly/Hillary Gooden. I absolutely believe you got the power to help your body, help you live a more vibrant life. Back and know where you're coming in. Be new to me. With me, go get notifications of when I go live every Tuesday. This has been a special series because I usually go Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern, and this week it's been 6:30 p.m. and 7 Central and 7:30 p.m. Eastern because of this series. There's so much information that I couldn't put it all into just one broadcast. Again, the replays are up so that you can catch those as well. We're going to go ahead and get into our topic tonight is talking about emotional health. And emotional health can just encompass so many things. The main thing that I want to bring out in this series is that these challenges that you have, even though they may be emotional, they may be societal, they may be things that are happening to you um, on your job or in your business because of what you do as a woman. Sometimes a woman is going to encounter different things that come at us that's different from men who are usually the leaders and the ones that are in business and sought out and all that kind of stuff. But women are on the rise, and I pray that that's you or someone that you know and love. So again, share the broadcast out. So the first topic of this topic I want to talk about is managing stress. Stress is just we all we all experience stress on so many levels, more than ever before, because of different things that are going on in our society around us, and everybody wants to stay healthy. You want to be wealthy, but you want to be healthy so you can enjoy your wealth, those things that you are doing. So to make a way for yourself and your family, leaving a legacy. You know, I hear that more than ever before too. The fact that women, not only women, but those that are in business for themselves, wanted to leave a legacy for those that are coming behind them, for their children and their children's children. And that's what the Bible says that you should do. So managing stress, is just something that one of the techniques I know that you can use is breathing. As a lymphologist, that's something that I teach with my clients and in my program is breathing techniques and helping everyone to understand the connection between the breathing and your lymphatic system and your overall health. When you learn how to make your breathing work for you, when you understand that you're using your body to help your body, using your body to help you have more peace as well as health, you'll the better off you'll be. Once you learn different strategies and different techniques, those are things that you can use for a lifetime. Not only for yourself, things that you can teach to your children and your children's children, have them pass it on. Because a lot of times people turn to different pharmaceuticals. And if you're on some kind of pharmaceutical medicine from your doctor, listen, I am not a medical professional. I'm not here to tell you to not follow your doctor's orders or to trash your prescriptions. Not at all. I'm here to share information with you, and what you do with it is totally up to you. So, managing stress is something that you absolutely can do. There are different strategies that you can take, uh, and it's so hard because it depends on what it is that you're going through, what you're going through as an individual. It can vary from situation to situation, from individual to individual. And one thing that we saw that we all had to deal with in the last few years here is this pandemic and COVID. We all worldwide had to deal with it and deal with the stress that came with it. And a lot of people are still dealing with that stress, still dealing with the fact that they want to remain healthy so that they don't catch something, um, COVID, or catch anything else that's going to be detrimental to their health. And once you learn these things, like I said, these are techniques and tools and strategies that you can use for a lifetime. Breathing techniques is just really wonderful. But then there are other things that I go over with my clients as well that's aside from breathing that can help. Another thing, as far as working your lymphatic system to help you to decrease your stress levels, is bouncing on a mini trampoline. It also helps to activate your lymphatic system. And when that happens, one of the first things that happens, you get more energy, you get more clarity of mind, and you get more peace at a cellular level in your being. It's really a beautiful thing. So managing stress, finding out what works for you, that is the key. Finding out what will work for you and what you can do, uh, that you will do. Say, what's the best thing that I can do? What's the best exercise that I can do? And I always say the one that you will do. I could tell you a lot of things, but you say, oh, I don't like that. I'm not going to do that. That's not for me. We got to find out what is for you so that you can make it work for you. We're going to go on to number 2 under our topic of emotional health, because it can directly frustrate your physical health when your emotional health is frustrated, when you're stressed out. That with that stress, it comes from overwhelm. Could be from things that are happening in your business, in your relationships, in your finances. All of these things that are happening is one thing, but then it can affect your emotional health because you're all stressed out about it. And when you stay stressed out over time, too much attention to the stress and not really managing that stress, it can affect your physical self. And so that's really why I wanted to go through these things that are challenges for women entrepreneurs and leaders, because some things are just, it's just different when you're working for yourself. And when you're a pastor or a minister that's a leader, someone that's a leader of other people, I mean, that's even being a homemaker. You're a leader in your home and running things, and people are expecting of you certain things of you. And those expectations, sometimes we allow it to be greater than our own expectation of ourselves, your own expectation of yourself. Sometimes you don't even have yourself on the list of things to do as far as your self-care is concerned. And self-care is not selfish. It is absolutely necessary in order for you to remain in good health, body, mind, and spirit, so that you can be a blessing, continue to be a blessing to those that are expecting more of the same from you. Get in on some of that goodness that you give to others and give some back to you. Give some back to yourself and be okay with that. Be okay with that. It is not selfish. I know a lot of times you may be feeling like, oh, but I can't take time for myself because I got so many things to do. I got to do this for my husband, this for the children. I got my business I'm trying to run. I've got a nonprofit that I'm doing. I got something else over here on the burner that people want me, that are expecting me to do. I'm telling you, I know this story, and I know how I have talked to and helped so many different women that are just got many hats that they're wearing. Many hats. They're doing some great and awesome things in this earth realm. That's needed and necessary, and being a blessing not only to their own household but to others as well. And that's a beautiful thing, but we have to find the balance, the work life balance, and when, so that it's not just so lopsided on one way where you're giving everything to your work, whatever that work is, and you're not putting in the same level of work, that same level of care to your personal life. And you may be a caregiver. I know I've talked to quite a few people that are caregivers, and that's a very stressful thing to do. It's a necessary thing to do. It's a blessing when you are able to do that. But again, you need time for yourself. You need time for yourself. And here I should have been talking about this. I'm still talking about stress, but this imposter syndrome. Imposter syndrome, when you're like, what am I doing this? Who am I to be doing this? Wearing all these hats and thinking that I'm a superwoman or so special. You are special. And you do have superpowers to help people. The thing I want you to know is you got the power to help your body help you to have better health and a more vibrant life. You got the power. You make a decision that I'm going to care about what happens for me. I'm going to take some time for myself and not feel guilty about it. I'm a leader. I'm a great leader. I do great things for other people. I'm a leader's leader. I help other people be leaders, become leaders. You know, I work on projects and they're successful, and they make money, they whatever it is, they're successful. I'm good at it. My children love me. My husband loves me. I'm just great all around. But I got this problem, and every time I go to the doctor, they say they don't see anything. They don't see anything. And when you're doing in a state of the imposter syndrome, you're speaking words to yourself that are not giving yourself life. They can't see that on an X-ray. That doesn't show up on all of the many tests that they may do. But that could be the very thing that's affecting your emotional health, that in turn is affecting your physical health. That imposter syndrome, if God has called you to do a thing, do it wholeheartedly. Learn all you can learn about it. There's always more, is what I say. It's always more to learn. Be that sponge. But when you have those times when you know that you need to take some time for yourself, do it. So you can refresh even the words that you're speaking about yourself to yourself. Imposter syndrome is an inside job. We have to fight that battle from the inside, because a lot of times people are not saying those things that you're imagining that they're saying about you. It's all happening from the inside because you're maybe not where you expected to be, or it's harder than you thought it was going to be. And your mind starts saying, well, maybe you weren't really called for this. Maybe you don't have what it takes for this. You have it. You have it. We have to get rid of those those stinking thinking thoughts that are not good, that are not good for your health on any level, whether it's emotional, whether it's physical. On any level, we need to get rid of those thoughts so that you can think, be more positive. Be in a more positive state of being. So when you're in that state, it's amazing when you activate your lymphatic system. When you're doing that bouncing or you're doing those breathing exercises, it's so beautiful. The clarity that comes in your mind, the peace that comes in your mind that helps you to think right, that helps you to refocus, that helps you to have that peace. And you say, you know what, I'm going to be all right. I can do this. I got this. I just need a little time for myself. Take that time. Listen to your body and those lies that you know is not true. A lot of times we know those things that we're saying, we don't really believe that's really true. But those thoughts are there and they keep trying to take over. You got the power to help that. And one of those ways is to help in your lymphatic system. I know it sounds like, how is she connecting the lymphatic system to this? Because it helps to bring about a peace and clarity, a clarity that helps you to think like you ought to think, to be able to think clearly, to be able to think on things that are true versus those lies that sometimes your mind tries to tell you. And that's what that imposter syndrome is all about. So that may be something that's affecting that's a challenge for your health. Imposter syndrome. These are things that a lot of times you would not, uh, how can I say, you would not associate that imposter syndrome has something to do with your emotional health. And that has something to do with your physical health, that pain, those headaches, that aching. Though, sometimes it will show up really in your body as those type of things. And again, you go to the doctor, so many times they say, I went to the doctor and they say they don't see nothing. But I still feel this. What is going on? And then we just go down a journey and kind of figure it out, work out a plan, work out some strategies, and see how that works. And it's amazing. It's always so amazing to me, like it's the first time, when people come back and they say, man, you were right. What happened? I can think clear. That wasn't so bad as I thought it was. Now I know what I need to be doing and I'm okay with it. I don't know why I was fighting being good to myself. Are you fighting being good to yourself? Stop it. Stop it right now. Let me go on to the last point that I'm going to talk about with this emotional health. And this is what do I have here? Facing criticism. Facing criticism can make you sick. You know, sometimes people say something to you that's a criticism, and then you say, "Man, it just make me sick." Every time they say that, or when they say that to me, we have to watch those words that we speak. We have to watch the words that we entertain that other people speak. There are times when we take those words as though they were written in the Bible, and when they're not true, and they're somebody else's opinion, which they are entitled to. But you have to stand in what's true, and don't let the criticism of someone take you down, put you in a state where you're unable to do you, what you've been called to do. And then that seeps into your emotional self. You're thinking about it all the time. It can lead people to depression. And I hope that's not you. And it goes over those 10 times when you have thinking rolling over in your head like a broken record over and over what was spoken. Listen, that's somebody's opinion. That's all it is. You have your own opinion of yourself. And you have to speak that. What has God said about you? You have to speak that over yourself and stand in that truth, no matter what anybody is saying. When you got something that He's called you to do as an entrepreneur, you got this idea, it won't let you go, and you just know this is what I'm good at. This is what when I'm doing this thing, I just love it. I love being in the midst of doing it. And somebody has something negative to say to try to. Sometimes it's just pure jealousy, or I wish I was strong enough or bold enough or had the confidence enough to do what she's doing. But instead, I'm going to say a little something that's a jab that's just going to help to hopefully undermine what she's doing and make her doubt herself. You got the power to overcome. You got the power to speak what's true and let people have their opinions, but your opinion and what God has said about you and what God has called you to do is much more important. And it's what stands as truth. Your emotional health is related to your physical health. I had a lady that reached out to me. She said, I really need to talk to you because I'm thinking I've been going through a lot of stuff that's really emotional. I recognize that it's emotional, but I'm finding out I have colds all the time. I'm just like sick all the time. And I wasn't like this before. I got a feeling that it's from the emotional stuff that I'm going through. And I was like, absolutely. It's absolutely true. They are connected. So as far as your emotional health is concerned, you got the power to help your body, help you have more clarity, have more peace, and peace of mind and peace in your body, all your cells. When you're stressed out, when you're dealing with imposter syndrome and criticism and these things that are negative, they have a negative impact on your mind. They have a negative impact on your cells. And that can cause an imbalance, that can cause sickness, that can cause a frustration of your systems working the way God intended. And then you end up with different stresses in your body that don't show up. The fact that it may be criticism, that's not going to show up on the x-ray either. I don't care how many times they x-ray you, they're not going to see that as the issue that's causing that physical health problem. So I want you to be encouraged and know that you got the power. I want you to know that there is help, that is real help. And that's why I'm here. That's why I just really had to do this series. And if you would like to know how I can help you, you may be dealing with some emotional things right now and realize that you're sick more than ever before, more than usual. It could be that they're related. It could be. What do you do about it? You want some help. You say, you know what? Now is the time. I've made a decision. I made a decision. I'm going to reach out for some help. And you probably, maybe you one that's been watching me over the years, because this is not my first time out here on this broadcast tonight. You may be saying, you know what? I've been watching her. I'm going to make a decision. I'm going to get on that call. I'm going to get my clarity call and see how she can help me. And all you got to do is scrolling across the bottom of the screen there, or you can direct message me, and I will be glad to get on the call to see if what ails you is something that I can help you to have strategy, to work out a plan. Because see, what I do is not going to be like cookie cutter, the same for everybody, because everybody is different. That's why we have to get on the call and find out what it is and what kind of strategies would work for you. What kind of strategies and plans do we put in place for your lifestyle, right? And so I would love to have that conversation with you. Direct message me, or else you can get on a schedule a call there at bit.ly/speak with Hillary. And I will be reaching out to some of you in the coming week about something that I have that you may be interested to to be a part of, and it's going to be a virtual dinner party, and we can talk about some more and then of this topic, women entrepreneurs health challenges, so that when you're in the midst of other people who understand, who are the same, going through some of the same issues, they're on the same journey, you can help one another. You can talk and get some things out that maybe you wouldn't talk about otherwise, because they don't understand. Everybody don't get it, the entrepreneurial journey. So reach out to me. I will be reaching out to some of you. And if you have any questions, any concerns that you would like addressed, direct message me and let me know. If there's a topic that you would like me to discuss that is concerning to you, that you haven't heard me talk about, you can also let me know that. I'd be interested to know what you would like and what you need to hear right now. All right? That's concerning your health as women entrepreneurs and leaders. And when I say leaders, again, you could be leading at home, leading in ministry, leading, on your job, leading in a nonprofit, in a voluntary, you might be volunteered in a non for profit or something like that, where you're leading. Yeah, let's have that conversation. Let's have that talk. Again, I'm Hillary Gooden, Vibrant Life Promoter, Certified Pastor Hillary Gooden, /speak with Hillary, or direct message me and let's have that conversation. Sooner is better. Some support and accountability. Somebody that you can talk to that can help you with strategies and tools and techniques, a plan that's workable for you, for your lifestyle. I will see you again on next Tuesday, every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern, for the Vibrant Good Health Show. And I talk about all things to help you help your body have better health and a more vibrant life. Have a good night, and have a blessed weekend coming up. Good night.